Welcome back to TV47 Weekend. Yes, we are here with the amazing Cahcenti. You're looking great.
Thank you.
And
you're looking amazing as well.
Asante.
Ya kwetu imeanza na mapema.
Asante, naona bald na unajua wanasemanga bald men love better, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
Hawajadanganya.
Hawajadanganya, nasema kweli.
Bora usifanye ile kitu watu wengi walifanyia Elisha kwa Bible. Naweza kuachia. Naweza sema kitu hapa.
Mimi niko tu sawa. But anyways, before we begin this interview, maybe unaweza tuchapa na one hit song.
One hit song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay. Without the music or?
Yeah, you can start with the chorus. Yeah, maybe you could do Wendy with featuring DMG, right?
When part of God.
But or rather you could do Chimera.
I can do Chimera.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah. Am I supposed to hear music?
Just take it away. We'll as it goes on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you tupatie volume hapo? Wako kona nyini dadira amwe madigi sheye makona dige kinya gayo kazi.
So maybe you could briefly introduce yourself to the viewers back at home.
Yes. Yeah. In English, Swahili, naweza tumia any?
Whichever that.
Okay. Hi everyone. This is Cahcenti on the beats. Cahcenti is a producer, is an artist, is a lecturer, music lecturer. He's a father. He's a husband.
Wow, amazing.
Yes. And
so,
he fears God.
Yes. Great. So why Cahcenti?
Cahcenti?
Yeah.
Cahcenti came from my real name.
Your real name is Cahcenti?
No, my real name is Kamita.
Kamita?
Yes. So my peers used to joke around with Cahcentimeter, Kakilometer. So Cahcenti stuck. Yeah.
So where did the journey start, your musical journey start?
My musical journey started when I was small, from my dad. My dad is Mzee Nyutu. Tunampenda sana. He taught us what he knew and he loved music, so we used to sing every weekend. So that's where I started music. I come from a musical family. Yeah.
So you used to sing every weekend in church, functions, which was the
At home.
At home?
Yes.
Yeah, so you decided to take on the path of gospel music and not secular, or did you venture into secular then gospel? Which was which?
Okay. As an artist, I do gospel and the inspirational. I say contemporary because sometimes you can see something and talk about it in the song. As a producer, music production is a business for me, so I produce everything. Yes.
So how is it for you being a producer and an artist at the same time? You know, many people out here wako like, ai, mi siwezi ni produce ngoma yangu, yani unajisikia ukiimba and you're still producing it. So how is it for you?
One will outweigh the other one kidogo, because I focused on seeing other artists grow. I've also mentored a few artists. As a musician, I just sing naziweka tu hapo, because in most of the cases I do freestyle. All my music I don't write, so I have to practice afterwards, after I sing. It's not hard to balance. It depends on what you want to focus on. Yeah, because you're not gifted the same. Me as an artist, I have a different sound.
Yeah.
My clients have different sound, so I believe they can work hand in hand. But in most of the cases, one will outweigh the other one. Clients wakikuwa wengi na sawa na uimbaji yangu.
Okay, so with your father being, part of the inspiration of your journey, does he still, continue? Is he still in the musical industry? And if so, are we yet to see a collabo with Dad?
With my dad?
Yeah.
I once did an album for him. I think we are going to redo that with my brother. My brother is also a producer. But my dad is more of a technical guy. He can come and do maintenance for your studio in case. So he's one of those geniuses. He can figure things out. So yeah, we usually pray for him to live long. Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
So how do you get to juggle the two? With having a family. You've also mentioned you're a music lecturer.
Yes.
Yes, and also with you being a producer as well. How do you get to juggle with all of that all at once?
Okay, having mentored some young people, I have an assistant. So when I'm not in the studio, my assistant is available. I also love sharing knowledge. My family, by now, they're used to it, so I just have to find time. Time is the most expensive thing that you can, and that is what your family is going to remember. So I try as much as possible to give them time. Like, nikifocus nao kama ni wana hakuna kitu ingine, like, yeah. Yeah.
Great, and I hope that the other musicians back at home, you're getting to, hear it straight from Cahcenti. Yani, in music, there's plenty that one can do, and with that being in your journey, how is it for those that you lecture? Do you at times get into battles here and there, and do you allow them, or rather give them the space to also teach you as well along the line?
I think teachers learn the most than the students, but I have like very amazing students. I teach at Nimpa, Zimmerman. So I have like amazing students, and they are hungry and they are really good. So I don't have like that big hassle. Me, I'm there like as a guide of, okay, I've seen this, so this one you can either do this or this, like giving them like a shortcut maybe, not really, but there are things that you don't have to do, for you to make it in the music business. Yeah.
So in regards to the sessions, how many sessions does one have to undertake, and how much is it? How much do you charge? Do you charge per session, or do you have a long-term period?
That one I'll have to recommend they go to the college websites to inquire.
Yeah.
I'm there for like 2 semesters.
Yeah.
Principal Madam Wa, who is a very amazing person. Yeah, so about prices and stuff, that one you'll have to talk with her.
Later on.
Yeah, later on.
Okay, sawa sawa. So tell us more about your relationship with Ben Githai and DMG. We've got to see a couple of collabos. So how did you guys first meet?
DMG was brought to me by another client of mine. This is amazing. When you do a good job, people go there and they research. So they call you, they come, and then they find out, oh, okay, kumbe nimse tunaweza vibe na yeye, because in this business, it's more of a service business. So you'll have to understand your client very well. You'll have to know every client has a language. Yenye tunaongea na Ben Githai na DMG na the rest see the same. Because you need the artist to give you like the best performance they can give you, and they need to be in that headspace when you're recording or when you're working. So they are very good friends of mine. Yeah.
And so are we expecting any more collabos from those two, or is there somebody else now that you're looking forward to, having a collabo with?
Collabos, there are many collabos. I have one more with DMG. The others, okay, right now I'm talking as an artist.
Yes.
So as a producer, also I've collaborated with some international producers, which I'm not going to mention right now because the projects are not yet out.
Done.
When you're dealing with global stuff, you have to wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-disclosure agreements, we handle that.
Okay.
But in regards to that, have you worked so far with someone that you used to look up to in the international, world?
Yes, that one, Racy. Yeah, and she's a very amazing lady.
Yeah.
The project yet to come out. The others I can't mention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel, being there as of now and, remembering your journey from way back?
We are all human. All artists, all creatives, once they meet, if the vibe is right, sisi wote tunakuanga kama watoto, wakiwa very joyful. So we are all equal in God's hands, in God's eyes. So it's just once you meet that person and you click, you're going to do something amazing. Yeah.
There is one issue with artists. Maybe it's not only here in this country, but they get to say that they do not get to earn per their effort. So what is your comment on that?
They need to get their houses in order.
Wow.
Yeah, they need to, most artists, especially, I serve different markets. So my main market is Kikuyu gospel and stuff. So I can serve from local to exports. So our people here in Kenya, I was one of them, I'm still learning. They don't know the music business, they don't know where they should register, they know some of these things, but they need to know they need to learn the music business. Everything is out there on the internet, so once you get your house in order, hakuna kitu yako itapotea. Yeah, you have to know what your contract umeletewa inasema nini. Get a lawyer if you don't know. An artist is a whole business.
Absolutely.
Like Cahcenti is like TV47. So as an artist, you need to have a team. You need to have people around you who are taking care of this company. But okay, one thing I can give them, one secret, they should register their names as businesses. Yeah.
That's the one thing. That's where they should start. Yeah,
they start there by registering their names, their brand names as businesses.
Yeah.
Because it's a business.
Yeah.
And you have to kuvaa vizuri, you have to go pay for the studio, you have to do all these things that comes with. It's a whole. One artist is a full company.
Totally.
Yeah. So that's what I can tell them for now. Yeah.
Great. So being a producer, how much do you charge for an audio?
An audio.
And for a collabo.
And for a collabo.
Yeah.
I don't charge collabos.
It's free of charge.
Me, doing a collabo with me.
Yeah.
Collabos, in most cases, even big collabos, is you vibe with the artist first.
Okay.
Once you vibe, and the vibe is correct, most people don't charge, but there are those who charge because they've worked on their companies for a very long time.
Yeah.
Me, I don't charge collabos. Audios, depends. Thank you for asking that question. This month of August is my birthday month. I'm charging every audio, whether you want to do hip hop, whether you want to do reggae, Kikuyu and stuff, I'm charging only 5,000 just for this month. So our normal charges, depending on the style you want to do. Music has different sounds.
Yeah.
I can give you an example with your phone. What type of phone are you using?
Samsung.
Samsung.
Yeah.
So Samsung has a range of phones from 10,000, maybe 7,000 to 150 to 100,000.
Yeah.
Like same company. So depending on the sound, we start from 10,000 Kenya shillings audio. Depending on the sound that you want and the delivery that you want.
Okay.
It will vary. Whether you want some global delivery stuff, we are blessed enough to be able to switch between those sounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. As you have said, an artist is a whole business entity.
Yeah.
So before we get deeper into this interview, now guys, there's an interesting reel which is lined up for you. Let's take a look. Despite being visually impaired, he is a jack of all trades. Here's our quest to find answers on how to take care of children with special needs and those with disability. You do not need to see musical notes to understand music, but rather to have your soul feel the vibe.
Actually, for us to make a wheelchair, we have to take measurements of the user.
After doing my assessment, I get to know the parent, I get to know the heaviness she's carrying.
Disability comes at different stages of life.
How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la Siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions.
Does it take for you to have an audio out? Does it take a day? Does it take hours? How long does it take?
It depends.
Depends.
With the artist.
Yeah.
Some artists, they come to the studio and you vibe immediately, and everything is done. Some artists, they'll have to go check on their lyrics, check whether they would have said something better. So it depends, totally depends with the artist. But if we vibe today and today, probably we can finish the song same day. Yeah.
So how do you get along with clients when you're nashinda hapo akikwambia we hatuja get it right, but as for you, you feel like it's okay, this is beautiful?
As I have grown as a producer, I've realized I'm not the one who's going to perform the songs. So I have to make sure the artist is comfortable going, performing and presenting that song. When the artist is happy and really, really wants to present the song to people, that's a plus for everyone. From the producer, whoever worked on that project. Yeah.
So what is your advice for upcoming musicians and maybe producers who want to start off? Where should they start as a producer?
Nowadays it's easier because there's YouTube. There's YouTube. Even some of my clients, when they begin singing, and you find out in their head they are singing like, let's say for example, like Diamond, ikitoka kwa mdomo inatoka kama ya Kenodia. So you have to advise on what to do. Me, I do advise. We do advise. You go practice this and this, and something that I have tried and worked with so many artists. There's an artist called Megambo Magana from the Kikuyu community. He did an audio and people laughed a lot, but it's only that the producer, talking to people and making them understand this is how it's done. Some people get it faster, some people don't. But at the end of the day, the product is most important. No one knows kama mlipigana mangumi kwa studio ndio ngoma itoke.
Yeah.
But atupiganangi.
Yeah.
So it depends with the artist. We do advise, like, go practice this and this, go use this. So it's up to the artist na bidii yake, because mimi siwezi muimbia. They have to make sure their vocals ziko ready. As a producer, keep on working, get to tafuta maproducer wengine. Kintafuta mimi nikipata time nitakujibu. I've also been mentoring some producers on WhatsApp. One of them amenitumia beat leo na amegrow. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Because sometimes the artist needs, the producer also can act as a coach. Like a coach or a therapist. Some of this music is very spiritual and it's very emotional. Yeah. So you have to make sure you tap into that emotion for a song to make sense to everyone. Because probably all songs in the world, songs mingi zinafanana content and stuff, but the emotion behind the song is the most important. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you could get to share out your contact, or you know, where people can get you on Instagram if they want to just talk to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can get me on all socials as, let me spell it because they write the way they think. Cahcenti, Cahcenti, Cahcenti. If you search that on Google, you get Cahcenti production label. That's me on all socials. Nobody else has that name. Yes.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for your time. Now, guys, you have had it from the one and only Cahcenti, and definitely it's not going to end that way, but in this case, Minimbesa has been a sign language interpreter, and I am Muthoni Maina. Do stay tuned for Big Plug Extra, which is coming right up with MC Safa, the amicable alcohol markers, and loads of entertainment just lined up for you. You guys, my guy, definitely wouldn't want to miss out on this one. Now, Cahcenti, take it away with Nikyo.